Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Just climbed up that.
Let's have a bit of adventure. In you come.
So we arrived in Wales on Thursday evening and we rode Dovey on Friday, ready for the exciting weekend at Red Bull Hardline. Unfortunately, Saturday's cancelled, which is today. But we still have some plans with Red Bull, so I'm really excited. And then hopefully, as far as I'm aware right now, filming this on Saturday, the Sunday is still going on, and I really hope so. But we've got a really exciting day anyway, and some crazy opportunities. So yeah, I'm really excited. But I have a nice little gift in my hotel room, which is this. So Red Bull Hardline jersey, hat, some Red Bulls, the site map, little mud guard as well, which is really nice. Always love a little gift. The hotel room's a bit messy, but this hotel is absolutely insane. Like, I have probably never stayed in a hotel this nice, so I feel very appreciative of this opportunity. The first activity we're actually going to do today with Red Bull is we're going to go mining. So we're going to go check out some mines, which I'm kind of nervous for but excited as well. And then later I've also got some really exciting opportunities, but you'll see all of that shortly. And I can't forget the absolutely amazing view from my hotel room. So literally wake up in the morning and I see this. Insane. Oh wow.
Oh, what am I doing with my key? That's not a... Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have got to go and open the door, and I'll be right back.
What's the head high? Oh my gosh.
To answer the gentleman's question, what were they taking out? Slate. So adventure, isn't it? Come on then.
Oh my god.
Let's have a bit of adventure. In you come. That's it. Come on in. That's it. Come into my office.
Oh my god.
Come into my office.
Oh.
Of this stuff up in the sea. Can you see this pale stuff? Well, that's actually quartz, that pale stuff up there. And quartz is one of the 2 impurities that we get in this type of stuff. So, while you just catch your breath a second, can you see over here you've got a chain hanging down? Well, that was their health and safety when they were creating these chains. They would use chains instead of using ropes. They would pin a chain at the top of the cliff, a working face, then they could either climb down. This is where the silicone is.
Wow, this is absolutely insane.
Hey, oh, your mum? Whoa, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Oh.
That's pretty
That is so.
Indiana Jonesy, isn't it?
So we're about to walk up this and exit up there. These guys are going the harder route, but I want to go this way. It's still hard, but it's a little bit safer. Right up there. This is going to be fun. Okay, I'm the first one up. insane. I couldn't film it though because I needed. Wow. That's it. Just one more transition there. One more little thing. That was it. That was actually quite scary, wasn't it?
Mine are. Good old remotes.
Wow, it's so warm. Yeah.
That'll be gone by the time you get under.
Oh, sorry. Watch your couch, guys, when you come in. Okay, so we have managed to get to the big step up and drop step down thingy. Trying to get a good angle, but it's so slippery here. So basically, I don't know if racing is going ahead because obviously the wind, and we've managed to luckily come and see it still. But the track is, you know, absolutely quite slippery. You've got to be quite careful. We just got an uplift up, and we're basically just waiting to see if any riders are coming down. So I think they're just kind of, you know, testing it out, seeing what the wind feels like. We've seen a few riders on track already, but yeah, so gutted. Obviously it's weird seeing the car park over there so empty and not full of any spectators. So yeah, I think, you know, today's going to be absolutely insane anyway, but hopefully for the guys that couldn't make it today, I can get some cool content for you guys, and you can see a few things up close that you were coming today. So yeah, let's just try and get some more clips.
Underwhelming. How did you get up? Did you just climb up?
Walk around this way. Just watch it. It's a bit...
So unfortunately it is the end of the video, but I thought just before we end it that I'll go over everything that happened at the weekend. So obviously we went down to Wales on Thursday night to ride Dovey on Friday, and the weather was starting to look bad then. We actually went there to film the new line, but unfortunately it was just so wet. And obviously with a new line it's hard to ride in because it's still a little bit soft. So yeah, we're going to postpone that for another trip, but it was still sick. Like, I still had such a good time at Dovey, but we were soaked through all the way to the skin. Like, the waterproofs weren't waterproof anymore. So we kind of were like, oh, okay, we got Hardline the next day. I wonder what the weather is. Hopefully, you know, it changes. We then got the news that whilst we were at Dovey that the Saturday was cancelled, which we were gutted for, but we had hopes, you know, Sunday was on. But luckily we were still doing a few things with Red Bull, so we were still excited for Saturday. So Saturday morning they organised all of us, a big group of us YouTubers, to go to the mines at Corris Mines in Wales. And I was really apprehensive at first because I was a bit like, small spaces, pitch black. But actually I'm so glad I went. Like, it was scary, and I definitely think it was scarier than the helicopter. But it was so worth it and so much fun and really interesting as well. And we got to do some really cool things. So in the week actually, I was told about this helicopter opportunity, and I said yes, definitely, 100%. And I was obviously a little bit nervous, and then when the day came, so after we came out the mines, we then had lunch with everyone, and then it was time to go for the helicopter, and it was getting a bit more nervous, you know, more nerve-wracking then. And then once we got there, got the uplift to the helicopter, it was on like a separate field near Hardline. I was a bit apprehensive, but obviously a helicopter in the bad weather compared to a rider going off a mountain, it's very different. A helicopter obviously weighs a lot, and the pilot described it as, it's kind of like a ship through the sea. It just glides and just goes with it. So yeah, I was kind of worried it would be a bumpy journey. And then yeah, so we got onto the helicopter, and the scariest part was probably getting onto the helicopter. And then once I was on the helicopter, I was actually fine, and it was actually probably one of the best opportunities of my life. Like, it was so insane, and I just felt really lucky that Red Bull wanted me to do that and let me do that. So yeah, thank you so much. And then after that, once we landed, it was all a bit like, whoa, went back to a hotel, and then we all had dinner as a big group again, which was so nice. And then on Sunday, it was still going ahead. We didn't hear anything, so the riders were up at 7:30 in the morning, so we had to be there for 7:30 in case, you know, it was racing. And then we got there, and then we managed to actually get an uplift not until 8 o'clock, and we got up to the top, and then we had someone radio through, one of the guys being like, yeah, it's cancelled. And yeah, it was pretty gutting, but you know, there's always next year, and hopefully next year the weather will be better. But I felt really bad for all the riders, and all the people that were coming to Hardline as well. Obviously all the spectators were cancelled, but you know, hopefully this video kind of, you know, you seeing these jumps hopefully kind of refilled that excitement for you for next year. But yeah, I had an absolutely amazing weekend regardless, even though it was cancelled. And they definitely made the right decision. Like, we stood up there and it was 40 mph gusts, and you could feel it pushing your actual body. So imagine being on a bike midair going off these 90-foot jumps. It just would have been too dangerous. So they definitely made the right call. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.